Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So it's 6:23. We've got about 7 minutes till market open. It's a heavy news day today, so we're going to be careful. But we'll try to take something if we see, any entries. All right, let me just get everything set up right here. Today's the 14th. That's set up right there. All right, cool. While this sets up, let me go ahead and send out the link for the Zoom for you guys here in the premium. All right, cool. People join into this room right now as we speak, and then I'll analyze US 30 real quick. Let everybody into the room real quick. All right. I'm going to send that to you guys as well. All right, 6:25, guys. We have about 5 minutes till market open. Once I figure out, what the bias is for everything, we'll see if we can take this breakout. We do have a lot of news this morning, so I'll also go over that as well. So I'll go over the news first so that we can, be aware of what to look out for today. There's a lot of news this morning. So I think even if we take a trade, it's probably only going to be the breakout because I don't think I'm going to hang around for the scalps. Or I don't know, we'll see. If we see something really good, then yeah, obviously I'll take it, but we'll have to confirm that first. All right, 6:26. All right, cool. Let me check the news real quick. So this morning we have we got high impact Canadian news. We had core PPI happen about an hour ago. At 7:30 we have crude oil inventories, and at 8 o'clock we have CAD news press conference. At 9 o'clock we have Jay Powell speaking. So Powell's going to be speaking at 9 o'clock. As you can tell, market's going to be pretty crazy today because whenever Powell speaks, the market goes pretty bonkers. So we'll see what happens from this point, but we'll try to take this breakout, and then from there we'll take it as is. So anyways, looking at US 30 over here, I'll start with the 1 hour. We have a bullish bias here. Reason for the bullish bias is that price is above the pivots and the trend meter is also green. Looking over here at the 10-minute, price is also above the pivots. The trend meter is also green. 3-minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots. Trend meter is also green. And lastly, here on the 1-minute, price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. So everything's looking pretty bullish. We kind of anticipated this to happen anyways. So there's no surprise here. Going over here, let me see if we can find this. Let me just draw some zones here for the 10-minute so that we can identify, where the K2SR zones are. So we got zones around this area here, this area there. And that's pretty much all that's really important at this point. So I'll turn that off. But it's currently at a resistance point. So just looking at this right here, I mean, everything's pretty bullish. The next confirmation we need is just a bullish confirmation from the fundamental side. So looking at the fundamentals over here, this hasn't updated yet, so we're going to check that later. But looking at the futures data, it's up about 100 points right now. Looking over at the sentiment, you can see sentiment yesterday was like at 72-77% short. And like I mentioned, we trade the opposite of what everyone else trades, right? Because if everyone's trading short, we go long. As you can see right here, if you were short, you would have been screwed because you would have been stopped out all the way through because it's been pushing up ever since the London session. This is why we don't trade the same way everyone else does. because if you do, you're probably going to get burnt. So looking at this right here from London open up until today or until now, it's gone up about 2,200 pips. So looking at this right here, this is why we follow what we follow, and we don't do what everyone else is doing. So looking at this over here, we're looking for a bullish bias. I mean, looking at the sentiment over here, it's at 65%, but it's still at a overall bearish retail trader area. So like majority of retail traders are short right now. So we're still going to be looking for some buys. Let me see if it's reaching the all-time high. It's getting close to there. So as you can see right here, I drew these liquidity areas yesterday, and you can see when price reached these areas, it spiked pretty much right through it, right? So I mean, it's doing exactly what we anticipated yesterday. The next area of liquidity is going to be up here. So when it reaches that point, and we'll see what happens from there, I think that's going to be the all-time high. Now the all-time high is actually the upper zone. Okay, I have marked up here already. So looking at this right here, that would be the all-time high. Looks like we might be hitting the all-time high today. When Powell speaks later on, there might be some volatility. So we'll just, we'll follow through. Market opens in about 1 minute. Once it opens, we'll see what happens from here. So let's see, we got about 21 seconds. All right, cool. Morning, Matt. Morning, Semtex. Morning, Rick. Morning, Miles. Morning, Martin. Morning, Brittany. Morning, Scott. Morning, Mark. Morning, Goldie. Morning, Kyle. Morning, everybody. So we're looking for this bullish confirmation here. If we get this bullish confirmation, we can take it for a buy, but we don't have it yet. So market's opening in about 3 seconds. Let's see what happens here. All right, looks pretty strong to me, but we'll see what happens from this point. It's going to be risky today. We got about 50 seconds till this candle closes. It needs to close as a strong bullish candle in order for me to take that entry. Looking at the fundamentals over here, straight bullish all across. Wow, it's all green. The entire stock market is all green. So looking at this right here, we want to take the buy here, but we want that confirmation. We want this to close as a strong bullish candle. We don't want any wicks on top. If there's a wick on top, I'm going to wait, maybe enter it late. But for right now, we still have that bullish bias. So it's looking good so far. We have 20 seconds left on the candle. Once this closes, we can determine whether we're going to take this entry or not. But we got to confirm that it's a strong bullish candle before we enter this. We got about 10 seconds left on this candle right here. I'm probably going to enter this with a smaller lot size because it seems like a bit of a risky trade, but let's see. All right, so I'm already in it right here. I'm going to mark up the halfway mark over here so that if price reaches that point, I might just be closing it in profit. All right, there we go. Profit about 1,000, close to 2,000 right now. All right, so I'm not really going to risk it. I'm going to move my stop loss in profit right now as we speak. Let's see, 35, 0, 50. Fuck, I got stopped on profit. Damn, I moved my stop loss way too close. All right, so I'm already out of this position. I'm going to try to hop back in, but I accidentally got stopped out. So if you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. Feel free to hold on to it, but it is a little risky right now. I'm probably going to hop back in if it pulls back. So if it pulls back, I'll just hop right back in. Morning, Delmas. Morning, Joshua. Morning, everybody. So this is the breakout entry right here, guys. I actually pulled out already on accident. I moved my stop loss too close, like around this area. It pulled back a little bit and I got pulled out. So I'm going to wait for it to possibly pull back and let's re-enter again. Let's double dip back into it. But I'm already out of position. Let's see. I'm kind of glad I pulled out because look how market's moving right now. Probably buy back at the bottom. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens from here. Damn, I can't believe I moved my stop loss. I mean, I'm glad I moved my stop loss up early because I ended up getting pulled out at that point right there. Let's look at the fundamentals real quick. So I'm already out of the position, trying to buy back into a lower area over here. Let's see this real quick. It's just a risky day today because there's a lot of news. But looking at the fundamentals over here, everything's pretty high still. So I think it's going to swing back up eventually. It's just, a matter of time for it to swing back up. So I don't know if you guys are still in it, but I'm already out. So if you guys pulled out with me, you guys are fine. But if you guys are still in it, I mean, I would probably hold it even past this area here. I'd probably extend the stop loss a little further down to this area right here because of the high volatility right now. Let me just mark this up right here. This is like the actual stop loss, but I would recommend, if you guys use smaller risk, like I mentioned, I'd probably move this would be your actual stop loss down here because of how it's moving. You just want a safety net. So if you guys use a smaller lot size, like I mentioned earlier, you guys should be fine. You guys can probably hold on to it a little longer. But we'll see. I mean, it's gonna have to shift back up eventually. It looks like the fundamentals are straight. I mean, it's mostly green right here. The daily bias is up to 127 points. The futures are up 98 points. The retail traders are short right now, so that's cool. Yeah, they're still pretty short right now for the most part. So I'm not sure if anyone's still in it, but I actually, I pulled out. I'm probably gonna hop back in as well. Nice. Martin said in and out at 405. Nice. Joshua said nice. Pulled out with everyone. 200 in profit right before the drop. Perfect. Yeah, Joshua said bullish divergence. Create on the 1 minute. It's going to go back up. Yeah, so like I mentioned, guys, if you guys are still holding on to it, I think it's going to come back up. So I'd recommend, like, if you use a smaller lot size, like I mentioned, low risk today, you guys can hold on to it past the original area where we normally have our stop loss to have that cushion, right? Because there's a lot of volatility this morning, guys. The last thing you want to do is get caught in the volatility spike where it spikes you out and then you end up, it ends up shooting all the way back up like it's supposed to. So just keep that in mind. This right here on the 3 minute. Yeah, pretty much same all over here. It's a huge wick right here on the 10 minute. But we'll be watching to see what happens from here. So, I'm out of it and we'll see what goes on from this point here. So let's see. But, eventually I think it's going to swing back up. Just looking at the fundamentals over here, it's going to have to swing back up. It's just going through like a lot of whipsaw action back and forth because, they can't just make it keep going up and up, or then people just, I think basically what they're doing right here is they're trying to lure in some more sellers. So they're kind of basically having this shoot up and come back down and make it seem like it's going to drop back down. But in reality, it's going to have to go back up eventually. It's just another trap. It's a trap to trap more sellers because there's more sellers here. As you can see, when we first opened the sentiment over here, it was like at 64, 65%. Now it's at 66 because, a lot of retail traders are trying to hop into that. They're trying to catch the high or the top. And they're anticipating it to come back down. But for me, I think it's going to keep pushing up eventually. The reason for that is because the fundamentals clearly push to the upside right here. I mean, the entire market is straight green right here. There's like one stock that's red, Amgen, but everything else is pretty much green. Goldman Sachs is up 4 points. Apple's up 2 points. Walt Disney is up almost 2 points. Home Depot is up 2 points. Honeywell as well. Pretty much all these green stocks right here are pretty much overpowering, these small red stocks right here. They're only red like slightly. They're not very red at all. So looking at that right there, that's pretty much giving me the confirmation that the fundamentals are going to push it to the upside. Looking at the technicals over here, I mean, it still looks pretty bullish overall to me on the 10 minute, 3 minute, and 1 minute. It's just, it's just bouncing around this area at this moment. So here we go as it swings back up. It's doing exactly what we anticipated. It basically just trapped a bunch of, a bunch of sellers. If you guys are still in the position, me personally, I would probably recommend pulling out when it goes back into profit, move your stop loss in profit. I actually hop back into the position myself. So I'm trying to catch this up and then I'm just going to make a bit of some profit from it. And then let's see this. Let's see where it goes from here. Yeah, I'm just going to keep watching it. And then we'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, I mean, it's coming back up like we thought. You just need some cushion there because you don't know how far it's gonna spike around before it gets to like exactly where you guys want it to go. Because looking at this right here, there's only like 2 real stocks that are red: Caterpillar and Amgen. Everything else is pretty much green for the most part. Looking at the fundamentals over here, it's still up 100 points. It's now 128. So there you go. It's pushing right back up. Pushing right back up right there. Yeah, Yeah, so I actually entered around this area right here. I re-entered around this area. So I think if it pushes up a little further, I might just pull out. I just don't want to be in this market when it's like this. I don't like being in the market when it's being manipulated. I like it when it's when it's moving smoothly. Right now, it's just kind of, there's a lot of news this morning. So with Jay Powell speaking today at 9, there's just a lot to look out for. Whenever Jay Powell speaks, he could spike price either up or spike price either down. So it can be in your favor or against your favor either way. But there's going to be high volatility today regardless. Maybe not right now. Volatility might die down from like 7 to 9. Because generally, like an hour or 2 hours before Jay Powell speaks, people get scared, they pull out of the market, and they just wait. And then when Jay Powell speaks, that's when people start betting and they take risks, and then it just starts to spike one way or the other. So here we go as it comes back up. But as you can see, it's just it's just bouncing around this area right now. So there we go. I'm in profit right now, slightly on my second entry. How much did I make on the other one? Let me check. That's so trash. On the other entry, I thought I made like a couple thousand. I only made about 770. So trash. Volatility is just too high. It pulled me out a little late, even though I had my stop loss in profit. I mean, it's all good. Profit's profit. So I'll keep watching it right here, and I'll see what happens. There you go with that big push up, and we'll see what happens from here. All right, there you go. It's pushing right back up. I'm in profit. I might move my stop loss. I want to move my stop loss in profit, but I don't want to move it too close like I did earlier. All right. There we go. Back in profit, just like we thought. All right, I'm gonna hold on to it. Might close out a little bit, thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll see my stop loss in profit again. So let's see. Stop loss. Let's move it in profit and I'll hold on to it. So 350. Yeah, man, it's too close. I don't want to move it too close or I'm gonna get stopped out again. All right, so I moved my stop loss in profit. My stop loss is right here back at entry point, but I enter down here. So I enter down here, I'm pretty heavy in profit. My stop loss is right up here in profit already. So if you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. I mean, this is a risky free trade for me, so I'll just hang on to it, I guess. It'll play out. There we go. See, if you guys know how to understand fundamentals, you guys can see that it's going to go back to where it's supposed to go. I mean, it almost always does. So there we go. Projection off the entry point. And profit about 2,000 right now. Yeah, exactly. So Joshua just mentioned stop losses were set above that spike right here. Exactly. People are having stop losses right here. Whoever tried to chase this sell down here. So when it reaches this area, this is the area of liquidity. So when price reaches this point, you're going to see a breakout to the upside. So I move my stop loss in profit. I'm not even stressing at all because I'm in profit pretty nice for the day already. But when price reaches this point, you can see you're probably going to see a spike up. Well, when it reaches above this point, when it gets pushed past here, that's where everyone's stop losses are. And you're just going to see it skyrocket upwards. So yeah, stop losses in profit. I don't really care at this point. I'm just going to watch it and we'll see what goes from here. Because I already made this much profit right here. So I made this much profit from earlier when I exited. Let's see. Yeah, I made this much profit right here from when I entered the first time. I exited. So I made about 200 pips right there. And then I exited. I entered again down here for a double dip. And then I'm up here. Fuck, I'm going to hit my stop loss. Oh, I did it. Oh, because MT4's pricing is a little different. Let's see if it hits my stop loss. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. It stopped me on profit. So it's all good. I made profit both ways. So let me just add that up real quick. Yeah, if you guys want to pull out, like I mentioned earlier, you guys could have pulled out with me around that time. You can see market is way too volatile. So if you guys want to pull out when it goes back in profit. But right now, it's just not the type of market that I want to mess with. I didn't even plan on trading today, but I'm kind of glad I did. Let me get a screenshot of my profits for today. And then I will show you guys what I locked in off that trade. So there you go. It's swinging back up, guys. I mean, it's still going to swing around that point. It's just, like I mentioned, it's going to be risky because of just how the market's moving. It's not necessarily, type of market that I like to play around with when it's this volatile. Because the thing is, it can spike either way at any moment. And I don't like that stress. I don't like feeling that stress. So here's my profit. I'll send it to you guys right now for the day so far. I made about 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I made about close to 6,000 in total for all of my accounts. So that's why I'm okay. I don't really care right now. You know, I'm kind of just chilling with my profits. I don't need to go for that full TP because I already double dipped into it. So looking at this right here, Steven locked in 1,500. Nice work, Steven. Congrats to everybody here who locked in. Paul as well. Paul's up about 131 for the day. Nice work, Paul. C-Soup again right here. C-Soup's up 3,823. Nice work, C-Soup. Yeah, you guys are killing it. Angela over here, she's up about 300 right there. Nice work, Angela. Congrats. Morning, Tommy. Cheryl, she's up 1,405. Nice work, Cheryl. Yeah, C-Soup double dipped with me. He made about 3,822. Nice work, C-Soup. Larkin over here locked in 1,028. Alkin locked in 824. Nice work, Alkin. Welcome back. And Alkin, you've been gone for a while. Tommy over here locked in 5,220. Nice, man. You're funded, bro. So you're probably up like 30K for the month now, Tommy. Congrats, bro. You're your first funded account. Brittany over here, she's up 1,403. Nice work, Brittany. MA's up 7,303. Damn, you guys are locked in more profit than me. Shawn over here locked in 1,026. Nice work, guys. Patrick over here locked in 670. Nice work, Patrick. Dre over here locked in 320. Nice work, Dre. Perfect, man. You guys are killing it. Romani over here. Joshua over here as well. He marked up the breakout that we were just anticipating. He's looking for that breakup to the upside. I'll probably hop back in later. But right now, I'm just going to chill out and wait for stuff to smoothen out. Romani over here locked in 1,669. Nice work, Romani. Isaac over here locked in 1,467. Nice work, Isaac. If you guys have profits, go ahead and send them over to me. I'm pretty much going over everyone's profits right now from that one trade that we just took. Joshua over here locked in about 400, 500 right there. Nice work, Joshua. Going down to Joy over here. Joy, I haven't seen in a while. Joy locked in about 1,000 for the day. Nice work, Joy. Maddie over here. Maddie locked in 1,291. Nice work, Maddie. Congrats. So this is why I exited the trade. This is why I was telling you guys to exit the trade. See how the market's moving right now? It's playing around too much. It's better for you guys to exit and profit than to risk, an entry like this. So Patricia over here, Patricia said, I think I might be done for the day too. So yeah, we all are anticipating the market to be pretty crazy today. This is why we pulled out in profit when we could, or if people bought in from below, they pulled out for double profit. Patricia over here as well, up 4,222. Nice work, Patricia. Ken over here, he took a small lot. He's up 327 for the day. Nice work, Ken. And these are all K2 members. It's not me. Like, these are my profits. These are pretty much everyone else. Alan over here said, great day to be trading again. Thanks to you, K2. Nice work, Alan. He locked in about well over 1,000. So about 1,240. Nice work, Alan. Congrats. Let's see if there's any more profits here. Let me check this over here real quick. Scroll up. Perfect. Yeah, so this is everyone's profits. I'll send you guys my profits and Vincent too. So Vincent's up 82 bucks right there. So nice work amongst everyone here. And let me send my profits over here so that you guys can see what I did for the day. So here's my stuff for the day. I'm up 900, 900. These are my 5 different accounts I have different accounts. I have accounts for funding talent. I have two FTMOs and 3 funding talents. So this is why I have these right here. So this is pretty much all that I made. I made about close to 6,000 if you add all these up right here. This is my profit for the week, so it's not that bad. I didn't take very many trades today, or this week in general. I took about like 1 trade a day, so not very much, but the profits are still fine. It's been a risky week so far with all the news. Nice profits. Nice profits today. That 30 breakout. All right, cool. So there goes my profit for the day. No losses, pretty solid. All right, send this over here. If you guys have more profits you guys want to send over, feel free. yeah, I think all of us are already out of this position. Not anyone hung on to it because we realized how risky the market was today. So definitely great work amongst everyone. I think it's going to swing back up. It's just, it's a matter of time, but I'm not in the position anymore. So it doesn't really, it's not really my concern. But yeah, looking at everyone here, it looks like everyone else did pretty solid for the most part. So let me just scroll up real quick and see if I missed anything else over here. So price might actually bounce off this. This is actually pretty solid if it bounces off this part right here. Scroll up real quick. Nice. Mark said, I finally got some profit so far for the week. Let's scroll down to the bottom. Yeah, so everyone's profits are pretty solid for the most part. Kyle said on Funding Talent says monthly 500. What does that mean on their challenges? They have different account types, Kyle. So make sure that if you plan on doing Funding Talent, I'm doing the 100K challenge account. You can pass that, as soon as you reach their profit goal, which is 8%, and then you can merge that into a 300K. So like right now, I'm working on those 3 challenges right now simultaneously. So once they all get, nice work, Mark. Congrats. Wonder night. I saw that you lost a lot of profit over the weekend trading Bitcoin, but you made it all the way back. So nice work, Mark. But yeah, looking at mine right here, Kyle, these are all 100K Funding Talent challenges. Once I pass them, which I'll probably pass them by the end of next week, I can merge them into a 300K account. So this, I think the challenges that you're looking at are different. They're not the one that I'm talking about. They have a lot of different accounts, so make sure that you're looking at the proper one. Nice work, Kyle. Almost 1,000 for the day. Congrats. 851. So definitely great work right there. And you guys can see right here how it's starting to spike back up, right? The market right now is being highly manipulated because the fundamentals here are clearly bullish. I mean, it's all green. So it's going to have to swing back up eventually. It's just, we just don't know when that's going to happen. So I don't want to play around with the market. I'd rather hop in when the market's moving smoother, not when it's playing around. So other than that, let me see if there's any other questions here real quick. Joshua said price is about to hit a very oversold zone. Also, a strong bullish divergence has been created and price is now back in the Bollinger Band. Price is about to get a final push to the upside in the coming minutes. Yeah, I can see that happening, Joshua. That's exactly what I saw happening too. That's why, everything lined up because my analysis with the technical side lined up with my fundamental analysis. Plus, it lines up with your analysis as well. So, if 2 people's different analysis work, like I look at different things, Joshua looks at different things. I'm looking at market sentiment over here. Majority of retail traders are short. Things are probably going to go to the upside because the market makers and institutions are not going to make money if they let retail traders win, right? They're just trapping them right now. This is a small trap for them to enter, and then they're probably going to spike it back up to stop all of them out. But I'm glad I'm out because I'm not trying to be stressed out waiting for this to swing back up. And I'm glad a lot of you guys are out too. I think everyone here is pretty much out for the most part. I don't see anyone else here that's still in the position. So yeah, everyone looks pretty solid. Profits for the day are solid. Profits for the week are solid. Everything looks pretty good so far. But yeah, let me go ahead and check the YouTube real quick and see who's here. All right, nice. Hey, morning Tino, morning Lisa, morning Peter, morning Nick, morning Short Scene, morning Gactive, morning Vincent. Morning, oh boy, morning, Kenny. Morning, everybody. So yeah. Jeff said, Shawn, no Powell talk plan for today. It's on the economic calendar though, isn't it? It's right there. Yeah, Fed Powell speaks at 9 o'clock. Let's see. It's a semi-annual, he's due to testify on the semi-annual monetary policy report. Did they cancel this? Because I saw a lot of other people talk about him speaking today too. Yeah, he's speaking today, 14th. Oh boy, it's right here. So I'm pretty sure he's speaking today. That's, this is what's pretty much causing a lot of the crazy market movements in the market right now. Because the thing is, whenever Powell speaks, he could say anything that could affect the market, right? You guys have seen the memes where he's like printing money out because like if he says something good for the economy, he'll just spike price up. If he says something bad, he'll spike price down. So like literally anything he says could affect the market. This is why I didn't plan on trading today. If you guys sat in on the session yesterday, I mentioned that I was probably not going to trade today because he's speaking. And I said, if we're going to trade, I'm probably only going to take the breakout, which is completely fine. You don't need to trade like every single thing, right? However, if I see a buy scalp here on the 3-minute, then I might take it. I might take that trade. This is the Fed website right here. Oh boy. It says right here, semi-annual monetary policy report to Congress, Chair Jerome Powell, 7/14, which is today. So it's right here on the Fed website. Yeah, I'm on the Board of Governors of Federal Reserve, federalreserve.gov. So I'm pretty sure it's not canceled. He's still talking today. They don't just cancel his thing like that. If it's set, it's pretty much set, and they don't really move it around. All right, cool. So if I get a buy signal here on the 3-minute, I might have to take that trade. So we'll see what happens from here. I got my alert set up over here. The reason for that is because it's rejecting off this point off of Jeff's pivots over here. And we'll see what happens from here. If it closes below here, I'm not going to take it though. For me, I'm looking for rejection. Then I want it followed up by a buy signal. But if we don't get a buy signal here and it closes below, then I'm probably going to try to hold off. No, Goldie, I'm not taking any more trades right now because Powell's speaking today. So I'm not really looking for any more trades. The only trade I would look for is here on the 3-minute. So other than 3-minute, if nothing shows up on here from now until maybe 7:30 or 8, then I'm probably not going to trade anymore. I'm probably going to be done. Well, I'm probably done at this point because if you look at my profits here, I'm pretty much, there's just a lot of news today, Goldie. So you just want to keep that in mind. There's a lot of news today. So we got Powell speaking at, we have Powell speaking. We have crude oil inventories at 7:30, and then we have Powell speaking at 9 too. So there's just a lot of heavy news. Like this is all from this morning. There's Canadian news, but it could affect our market too. Even though it's Canadian news, it can still affect other markets because it's still a major power. So just looking at that right there, there's just too much stuff going on in the market where I don't really want to mess with it. But if I do see something here on the 3-minute, I might take it. And then I'm like, as soon as I get in profit, I'm moving my stop loss in profit because it's going to be a risky trade. But looking at, let me see what I was looking at. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I was looking at something. Oh yeah, I was going to show you what I made for today. So here are my profits for the day right here. So I'll just add this up, 925 plus 925 plus 895 plus 935.09 plus 1,335.09. So I'm in profit about 5,015 and 18 cents for the day across all my accounts, right? There's no reason for me to really force anything, right? If you lock in 5,000 a day, if you could do this daily and then you add this up, like say, so this is a day times 5, we trade 5 days a week, and then you trade 4 months out of the year times 12. Oh no, 4 weeks out of the month, 12 months out of the year, that's already $1 million, right? So this is what I mean about like not really being greedy, because if you want to be a millionaire, this is all you got to do every day. What I did today, you do this once a day, you can be a millionaire. Look, so like here's another thing. I was talking about this with the K2 admin yesterday. So Josh, Josh means he's Super Sat together. And then we discussed this. Like a lot of you guys just want to make 6 figures, right? If you guys want to make 6 figures, it's really simple. You just have to divide it by 100,000, right? So if you want to make 100,000 a year, so 100,000, you divide that by 12 months, right? So you trade 12 months out of the year. That's 8,333 a month, right? You divide that by 4, you need to make about 2,083 a week, right? You divide that by 5, you only got to make $416 a day, right? A lot of you guys are trying to make like thousands and thousands of dollars a day. You only need to make $400 a day, basically, to make 100,000 in a year. So like, don't get greedy with your profits, guys. If you guys make a decent amount, you guys have a target. If you want to make 6 figures a year, you just got to make about 416 or 420 bucks a day. Like if you make that, you can just call it a day and then trade the next day. Our win rate here is so high that you can literally take one trade with me here, lock in about a couple $100 and then call it a day, like I do. I only trade from 6 to 8, and I make pretty good amount across all my accounts for just one trade. I take one trade a day, 1 to 3 trades a day. I win almost every single day. And then I don't take any losses. If you don't take any losses, that thing just keeps adding up. So by the end of the year, everything's going to add up to exactly what you were trying to reach for. So just keep that in mind, guys. A lot of people don't look at the long-term goal. They want to make so much profit in one day, but in reality, um, in reality, that's really what it is. It's not that big of a target. Like you can see everyone's profits here. If I show you everyone's profits here, you can see what everyone made for today, right? Like Kyle made 851 for the day. If he does this every single day, just taking one trade with us here, like the breakout, he'll make like well over 200,000 for the year. If he does this for 5 days a week, and I trade it live with you guys Monday through Friday. So literally you guys could hop in this session, make profit with us Monday through Friday and not take any losses, or try not to take any losses. And you can, make as far as you want to, like Mark over here. Mark made 109 for the day. Let's see who else here. Let's see who got closer to that range right there that I was just talking about. I'm not going to go into the thousands because that might be overdoing it, but let's see who made something like below 1,000, like a good amount for just one day. Okay, so like Patrick over here. Patrick made 670 with just one trade, right? Just traded one trade with us today. So like, check this out, Patrick. If you keep doing that, so let's see, you did 670 for the day, right? 670 for one day. If you do that once a day times 5 days out of the week times 4 weeks out of the month times 12 months out of the year, you make $160,800 at the end of the year, right? So it's just, you guys got to do the math. It's very simple. If you guys want to make a certain amount of money, just do the reverse calculation to determine how much you need per day to reach to that point. But yeah, I mean, going over here, let's see. Oh boy said, I may be wrong, but it looks like it's a written report, not a talk. I'm pretty sure it's a talk because he's testifying. So he says Federal Sheriff Powell testifies, meaning he's going to testify, like he's going to be talking. He does this every year, every month. So like 1 week out of the month, Powell testifies. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be speaking. It's the same thing he did last month. It's always like the second or third week out of the month. He always testifies. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be live. I've seen other stock traders post about it too. So, I mean, everyone's been talking about it this whole week. So I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that he does it's the semi-annual monetary policy report. So he's going to be reporting to Congress. He's going to be testifying to Congress. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Either whether it's a report or whether he's going to be speaking, it's still going to affect the market, right? Because they're going to be giving some information about the economy. But he's definitely going to be, and you can watch it live. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be testifying live right here. Yeah, exactly. So that should be it. Adam, so that's the worst example. He used 10 lot. But I'm pretty sure you don't even know what account he's using. He's using an FTMO. So if you knew what a 10 lot was, it's actually a 1 lot normally. So you probably don't understand what you're talking about, Adam. A lot of people here like try to figure out like what you're talking about first, Adam, before you make a comment like that, because the thing is you just don't understand how lot sizes work for FTMO. This is FTMO count. I'll show you another example. Adam, you want to see a normal example? Let's see. I'll show you someone with the normal lot size. There's other people here who trade normal lot sizes. I mean, I don't really need to explain myself, but okay, right here. Let's see. Because the thing is, you don't understand how the lot sizes work for these specific brokers. So if you want to see what a normal thing is here, okay, look, this guy right here, Dre. Dre made 320. This is a smaller lot size, right? Because he's using a different broker. Different broker right here. Same thing, 320, right? Here goes another example for you, bro. And the thing is, everyone here is profiting. So I don't know, like, where you're coming up with the idea where that's a bad example, because everyone here is the example. So 320 times 5 times 4 times 12, 76,800 for the year. So yeah, I don't think you understand the lot size calculation. Adham Kalu. Everyone here, you can see everyone's lot sizes are different because everyone's using different brokers, right? Okay, so MA over here, he's using a 0.50, right? So he's making 7,000. So if you want to go with normal lot size, like you mentioned, he made 7,000, right? So like 7,000, 303 times 5 times 4 times 12, it's 1.7 mil. So I mean, I could go over like anyone's profits here. I could still show you that it still adds up to whatever it is, right? Same with like Brittany over here. She's using a 5 on FTMO. This is technically a 0.50. It's not really a 5 lot. So I don't think you understand lot sizing with like different brokers. You know, maybe go do like some research to see what the difference is between that. So you understand. I'm not trying to point you out, but like, you know, if you don't understand like how things work, like example right here. So Larkin's using a personal account right here, right? He's using a 0.10. He took the trade right there. He made about 1,000 for the day, right? If you want another example for a person with a normal lot size like you're looking for, he made 1,028 here times 4 or no, times 5 times 4. Let's see, 128, 1028 times 5 times 4 times 12, still 200,000. So it depends, you know, it depends on what the broker people are using are different. Some people are using FTMO, some people are using Higo's way, some people are using funding talent. I mean, it just depends on what they're using. Lot sizes differ from broker to broker. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just going off track now because I'm trying to explain to you like how lot sizes work here for like different brokers, but you know, everyone understands that lot sizing is different per broker. So yeah. All right. Anyways, going back to what I was looking at over here. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll up. Gary said, for some reason, I'm not getting the indicators. I definitely didn't get the last sell signal that's showing on your screen, Shawn. So Gary, make sure that you're using currency.com data. You're probably on a different broker. You're probably using Owanda, but this right here, we usually use currency.com for all of our data when we trade on TradingView. So if you trade it to this, it should line up exactly how mine looks here. So other than that, yeah, exactly. Joey said profit is profit. Doesn't matter what lot size you use. 1 point is profit. 10 points is profit. Exactly. You know, if you understand how the lot sizes work in comparison to the pit value, then it doesn't matter. You know, if you're using a 0.01, 0.10100, it doesn't matter. Like you guys can add that up. If you're using FTMO, like for me, I use FTMO. For FTMO, it's $1 per pip if you're using a 1.00 lot size. Generally, I use a 10 lot. So using a 10 lot, it's going to be $10 a pip. So I think like if you guys don't understand how lot sizing work, like you guys should probably understand that first before you try to like jump to conclusions as to like how much each lot size is. Like you can see some people here have like a 30 lot size, right? But in reality, that's only a 3 lot. Like let me see who has a 30 lot here. Like Romani over here, he's using a 30 lot, but in reality, that's only a 3 lot because his broker over here uses many lot sizes. So it just varies from broker to broker. Yeah, exactly. So if you guys look at the chat here, everyone's kind of explaining how their lot sizes are different. Like even Sisuk over here, Sisuk said 60 lots for me is a 6 lot for other brokers. Going over to Chris said, in order to trade US 30, your broker has to support you being able to trade it. I mean, each broker carries their own. Assets. So if the broker carries US 30, then you can trade with them. But I mean, it just depends on which broker you're using. Let me go over here real quick and see. Here, I can send you guys a link. It's like right here. He's not speaking yet. It's still early. All right, I posted the link right there on the YouTube for whoever wants to watch it. But I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to be off the market by then. It's already 7:07, so I'll probably be off the market in the next few minutes. So if you guys have questions, you know, feel free to ask away. You know, there's no right or wrong or dumb questions here. If you guys have any questions regarding lot sizes, you know, instead of like jumping out and like accusing people of using too big of a lot size, actually ask, you know, what's the lot size worth? Because then we can explain to you. Because the thing is, if you guys don't understand this stuff, then you're never going to understand it. So I can help you by explaining to you, rather than, you know, thinking that it's too big of a lot size. All right. Anyways, going back to like what we were, Peter, I just said I was using FTMO, bro. Peter said, please answer my question, which broker you're using. I just said FTMO, bro. I said it like 4 times. So yeah, anything else over here? Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing. No, JJ, I saw your message, bro. I already messaged you the other day. JJ said, any coupons for the course? Bro, I already messaged you yesterday in the DM. I'll give you a coupon for it to cost more if you want that, JJ. I'm just messing with you, but yeah, exactly. You asked me for a coupon, bro, like 4 times. I know you've already asked me directly. If you can't get the coupon from me, you're not gonna get the coupon here in the chat. But if you want a coupon that bumps up price, I can give you that if you want. Bro, JJ, you just asked the same question again. Any coupon for the course indicator, bro? It's all right. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore I'm going to ignore all of the irrelevant questions right now. So I take that back. I said there's no dumb questions, and if you guys keep asking the same question, I'm just gonna ignore it. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna give this to Patricia real quick. But I'm messing with you, JJ. There's no, like I mentioned before, the K2 access is too cheap already as it is, guys. So like the thing is, we want to keep serious traders within K2. We don't want people trying to lowball it and like be cheap. So, obviously you can see the profits that people are making over here. In that situation, if there's this many people making profits with us every day, there's no reason for us not to increase price for K2 to just keep the serious traders within K2, right? Because we don't want people like trolling in the group or like pretty much slowing us down for the most part. So, yeah, exactly. Let me just see what's going on right here real quick. There you go. There you go, Patricia. All right, cool. So let's, if you guys have like normal questions, I mean, if you guys have actual questions, I'll answer them. But if you guys are asking for things that are kind of relevant, I'm not going to answer them. Let's see. Jumpy said, I promise that the 200 you spent on the course is worth it. You'll make that amount within the first 15 minutes. Yeah, no, definitely, Jumpy. I know you joined over the weekend. You've been doing pretty good so far. Let me just scroll up real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing everyone's question. So if you guys have a question that you asked and I didn't get to it yet, just pop your question back in the chat and I'll answer it. I'm here to answer all your questions. It's just we're getting flooded with a lot of yeah, I know, JJ. I'm just messing with you. I'm not mad that you're asking for the coupon code. It's just this is probably not the place to ask for the coupon code because we're trying to answer questions. Anyways, let me go to the Zoom real quick. Enzo said I have a position at 35,0575, hoping that it swings up soon. All right, Enzo, let me check that for you real quick. So let's see. We're looking over here at the 1 hour. It's still pretty bullish to me overall. I mean, overall, it's still bullish, but like I mentioned, Powell speaking, so we really don't know what's going to happen from this point. I think when Powell speaks, he might just spike price up, like in my perspective. Because generally when Powell speaks, he usually has good things to say about the economy. So if he has good things to say, what do you think is going to happen in the stock market? That thing's going to skyrocket. We might even see it reach close to the all-time high today. Let's see how far is it from there. Personally, we might break the all-time high today. If Powell says something really good about the market, he can probably skyrocket past it because the all-time high is only about 1,500 pips away, which is not that far. Yeah, it's less than 1,500 pips. It's 1,420 pips right here for the all-time high. And when Powell speaks in the next 2 hours, he might say something like, oh, COVID is going away. He always says something along the lines of COVID getting better, the economy getting better, et cetera, et cetera. And then when that happens, it's just going to skyrocket US 30. So I think you should be fine, Enzo. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Looking over here at the fundamentals as well, it's still up 78 points. So I think you should be fine, Enzo. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Hopefully you didn't take a big lot size and that you're able to eat, some sort of drawdown if the drawdown does happen. But I mean, overall, looking at everything here, you can see that the retail traders are starting to stack on these sells. It's now 67%. It was 65 this morning. This means that a lot of retail traders are trying to cash the sell. But with that said, we're probably going to see a spike to the upside. So like what I see right here is this is what I'll do. I'll mark up areas of liquidity. I see an area of liquidity right here. I see an area of liquidity right here as well. So Enzo, you said you were in at 35,015. So looking at that right there, let me just mark it up over here. I'll see where you're located so I can see exactly where your entry was. 34th or yeah, 35,015. Okay, so you're like You got in a little high. Okay, so you're kind of high. But what I can see right here is if you if price passes this area right here, like that area where your entry is, that's like the area of liquidity. So if price does go back to your break even, I could expect it to possibly spike up slightly. And then if it breaks above here, then I could see it spike up even further. So from this point right here, it'll spike up even further from there. So I think you should be all right. I mean, it's going to be risky and you're going to get nervous with it. Hopefully you didn't take too big of a lot size, because let's see how much drawdown you're in right now. If you entered at that point right there, your drawdown is currently, you're not even that far. You're like about 400, 500 pips in drawdown. So if you took a smaller lot size, you know, my cushion, like your max, the max area of losing would probably be 1,000 pips if you use proper lot sizing. If you use proper risk, then as far as I would let it go to. If it gets past this point here, or even if it gets past this point here, then I would probably just close it out and just maybe, you know, recoup your losses another time. Unless, you know, if you took a really small lot size, then you can probably hold on to it longer. But I mean, it just really depends. I'm not sure what lot size you took. I'm not sure how much risk you're taking right now. If you took less than 1% risk, then you should be fine to hold it longer. But if you're taking a 2% risk, I wouldn't hold on to it too long, because you could just hop back in for a better entry at a later point. Let's see. Let me go here to the chat. So Gary said, I see what's happening with chart. I'm not moving at the same time you are, Shawn. I'm like 30 minutes behind or better. Is there a way to fix that? The last indicator just popped on my screen. Oh, damn. That's crazy. So Gary, are you on the Zoom? Because if you have the premium, I'm sure you have the Zoom link, right? Because I can see you're on the YouTube. The YouTube is a little bit delayed. It's delayed about 20 seconds or so. If you go over to the Zoom, you'll have this real time. So go over to the premium group. I mean, if you have the indicators, you have to have the link. So go to the premium group, and then right here, just scroll up to like about 624. That's when the Zoom link was posted. Just go over here to any of the premium groups at 624. The Zoom link is right there. You go over to the premium chat, 624. The Zoom link is right there as well. You'll get it real time if you're on the Zoom. Looking at this over here, let me see if I missed anything. Nice work, Dre. So Dre over here, he hit his daily profit goal. He locked in a total of 159. Nice work, Dre. Let's see. Cheryl over here is up. Damn, Cheryl's up 12,000 for the day. Nice work, Cheryl. And just keep in mind, Cheryl has 3 accounts. She has 3 funding talent accounts. So if you guys remember, she's basically the person who influenced me to get funding talent, because I didn't really like funding talent for a while, but she showed me that she made a 300K count within a couple days. So she has a 300K funding talent. So when she did that, I was like, if she did it, why can't I, right? So that's why I hopped in, and then I'm trying to get that 300K as well. So let me see what else we got over here. What else I'm missing real quick. Jay over here, Jay made 287 right here. Nice work, Jay. And there you go, it's coming right back. So Enzo, the thing that I mentioned earlier, I mentioned if price reaches this area of liquidity up here, you should probably expect, you know, a bullish move to the upside. So I think you should be fine for the most part. And yeah, Joshua's markup that he did right here is playing out just how we mentioned, right? So nice work, Joshua, with that markup right there. Your markup's lining up exactly with my analysis, so it looks pretty solid so far. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take this though. If we get this 3-minute scalp right here, I don't think I'm going to take it myself, guys. I think I'm done for the day. You know, after going over the market and seeing how everything is moving, it's just too risky for me to enter. I'll probably mark it up for you guys, but I don't think I'm going to, you know, I don't think I'm going to take it myself. But who knows? I might. Maybe I will. Let's see. I'll just mark this up right here. If I do take it, I'll let you guys know. But I'm not really, I don't feel comfortable taking it because of how the market's been moving during this entire session. So we'll see. Maybe I'll enter it for a late entry, and then we can, you know, I can just write it up with you guys slightly. Actually, I might take it. It looks like, depending on how this candle closes, I might take it with you guys. All right, cool. So it looks pretty solid right there. Thinking about it. No, I'm not gonna take it yet. I'll probably just enter it late. If you guys want to enter it, here's a markup for you guys. I'm probably not gonna enter it yet. If it reaches up to this area right here, like where the liquidity is, where I mentioned earlier, I'll just catch it for a little move. I'm not gonna catch the full move because it's just too risky. I'll just catch this little small move up here. Because if it reaches this point right here, then I do expect it to shoot up higher and then probably hit the TP. But currently right now, it's just a little risky for me to hop into this. So I'm not going to hop in myself. If you guys want to hop in at your own risk. This is just, it's a risky trade. So I don't necessarily recommend you guys enter it. But if you guys really want to enter it, feel free. And a lot of you guys know the strategy. So a lot of you guys are probably in this trade already. For whoever knows how to apply this themselves. We'll see. I'm happy with my profits for the day. So I don't really need to push for another couple $100 or a couple $1,000. I'm pretty satisfied with what I did for the day so far. All right, let me scroll down a little bit. Nice. Yeah, so Goldie said, I'm in profit, so I'll take it easy. 650,000 euros will put me in the 1% of the UK. Down. Nice, Goldie. So yeah, that's all you got to do. You just got to stay consistent with your trades and, avoid as many losses as possible. This is what I mean about consistency with avoiding losses. For me, I see this as a risky trade. That's why I don't want to take it. Because, I'm already up like pretty solid for the day. If I lose a trade today, it's just going to send me back. So I'd rather just watch it. If it shoots up, then I'll take it. If it doesn't, then I'll just sit out. There's no FOMO here. Nice. Joshua said his goal for the day is 500 a day. You should be fine, Joshua. I mean, especially with your analysis, like if your analysis lines up with mine, then it should be easy for you to hit that goal. All right, here we go. As it pushes up, I might hop in for that little last minute push. All right, so I'm in for a little bit. I'm probably going to exit when I make some profit. I'm not going to hold on to it for the full move. So I'm in profit a couple $100 right now. There we go. It's hit some liquidity. Well, if it breaks this little area right there, I'm going to move my stop loss in profit now. Ah, fuck me. Stop loss too close. Sorry, guys. I got out. So whatever. It's all good. I ended up closing it a little too early, but I mean, it's all good. I'm not really, I made some profit off it. Okay, so I did make some profit off that. I moved my stop loss too close, but like I mentioned, it's a risky trade. So I'm fine with the profits I made off that. I'll take another screenshot of my profits here, and then I'll send you what I made off that. All right, so I'm sending you guys, and it's still pushing up because it's reaching that area of liquidity right here. So like I mentioned, it's still going to hit some, it'll probably already hit it. That's why it came into this box here and then it shot up because it hit that area of liquidity that I mentioned earlier. Nice. Tommy's up 7,040 for the day on his funded account. Congrats, Tommy. Bro, that Tommy's crazy. You're about to quit your job soon. I could already see it. And if you guys, I was going to show Tommy, I'll show him the car that you're planning on getting. So Tommy just got funded like last week. He's thinking between this X6, a G-Wagon, or a Urus. He's going to see how much profit he makes by the end of the year. But he's currently looking at this X6 right here. So this is the car that Tommy right here is planning on getting. I mean, he could probably get it at this point because if he makes 7,000 a day, you're gonna be a millionaire at this point at the end of like a year from now. So the thing is, this is how much profit he made on his funded account on FTMO for the day. He's probably up 30K for the month so far. It's only 14 days in, and this is the car that Tommy wants to get. It's an X6M competition. So he's trying to see how much profit he makes. Like I told him to wait till like the end of the year. If he makes more, then buy a better car, right? No need to just hop into this right away. Like, when you can get something even better after. So definitely congrats to you, Tommy. You're killing it, dude. Tommy's on point. So that looks pretty solid, man. But anyways, looking at this, I'm gonna send you guys my profits here. I locked in a little more profit off that. There you go. So you guys can see the increase there. I locked in a little more. Love more K2 US 30 profits. That scalp just now. All right, so you guys can see I locked in a small profit off that. Like I mentioned, it's a risky trade. I'm kind of glad I pulled out because now it's coming back down. So looks pretty solid right here. Oh, damn. Jay said my mouse messed him up, fucked him up. So he accidentally took a loss right there, but you're still in profit for the day, Jay. So I think you're all right. You know, the main key is to close a day in profit. Like what I always recommend, guys, is focus on winning the trades. Like focus on closing the day in positive. If you close a day in positive every day, that's a win for everyone right there. But yeah, no, definitely nice work amongst everyone here. Great profits among everyone. Let's see. Yeah, you guys did pretty solid. So let me just scroll down over here. Nice. Joshua said, reach my goal for the day. Congrats, Joshua. So Joshua made his 500 for the day. And there you go. See that big push of volatility? I mentioned that once price reaches this liquidity area, it's going to shoot up. And look what happened. Boom, it's about to hit CP. I should have just held on to it, man. It's all good. You should have held on to it too, Jay. But it's all good. I mean, you know, it happens. This market is kind of choppy right now, and it's scary to hold on to trades. So I'll just keep an alert right there so we can follow it. And Enzo, it's back at your entry point. You know, like I mentioned earlier, you know, as long as you keep your cool and you actually just wait for it to do what it's supposed to do, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So Enzo, you're back in profit, just like we mentioned earlier. Let me see this. All right, let me see this real quick. All right, it's about to hit TP. So let me just go down here real quick. All right, solid. John too right here. Nice work, John. John locked in 2,138. Nice work, John. So yeah, this morning and then today too, earlier. So earlier you locked in 5,765. So damn, crazy profits among everyone here. So just looking at everyone's profits here, you guys are actually locking in way more profit than myself. Salorm over here locked in 703. So nice work, Salorm, right there. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here real quick. Scroll over here. Oh, damn. John took another one. So John took another entry right here, and he locked in another 2,957 in total. So he went from 2,138 to now 2,954. So he locked in like about 800 off that trade. Congrats, John. Nice work. Maddie over here. Maddie said he pulled out super early, just like I did. And Maddie locked in 1,369 for the day. So nice work, Maddie. Yeah, I'll check yours in a little bit, Tommy. Tommy said that he has the links on there. Nice. All right, cool. Let me send you the links real quick when. Yeah, Tommy, if you had the copier like I did, you could have locked in like way more. If you made 7,000 on one account, you could have made that times 2 or times 3, depending on how many accounts you wanted. All right, nice work. Alkin over here as well. Alkin's up 1,202. Alkin said, I'm happy with this on a high news day. Exactly, Alkin. Me too. I'm happy for you, bro. Nice work. So definitely some more profits right there. Yeah, if you guys have any other profits you guys want to send over, feel free. But obviously you can see right here, market is kind of, it's moving kind of funky. It's why I'm kind of glad I pulled out, because I don't want to play with the market when it's moving like this. All right, let me see if there's any other questions here. Let me scroll down real quick. Yeah, definitely, Joey. Exactly. No, it's real simple. Yeah, Dion said Powell moves the market. Joshua said might need to look at AUD pairs later for a quick scalp. Yeah, I can see that. Eric's asking on FTMO, what is the stop loss size? Is it 500 pips or 5,000? It's 500 pips. 50 points equals 500 pips, Eric. So it'd be 500 pips. Now 5,000 is way too far. Price doesn't even move that much in a whole day. So it definitely not that far out. All right, 1 second. Let me just get this fixed real quick. It's gonna help out one of our new members that just signed up. It's weird. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm still going down the Zoom list right here. I have about 30 messages to get through. I'm gonna get through them eventually, but it might take some time for me to. All right. Anyways, let me go back over here real quick and go over here. So yeah, I'm glad I pulled out of this trade. Like I mentioned, very, very manipulated markets today. Looking over here at the fundamentals, things are still pretty high. It's still 82 points or 80 points up. Looking at the fundamentals over here for the actual index, it's pretty bullish right now still as well. And the futures data is still up 100 points. So looking at this overall, it looks pretty bullish. Also looking at the market sentiment, you can see that it was 67%, now it's 66. The reason for that is because when price reached this area where I mentioned earlier, it stopped people out. So now it's trying to stack some more people in for some sells, but I'm not in the trade anymore, so it's not really a concern for me, but we'll see where it plays out. I think everyone here pretty much pulled out of this position already. I mean, you should have pushed up to this area because I think most of you guys moved your stop loss in profit if you guys could have. But yeah, definitely everyone's doing pretty solid so far today. Let's check here on the, I'm gonna try to delete all this stuff. I don't know what I marked up here. It's just too much stuff on the chart right now. All right, for the 1 minute, this is where I see area of liquidity right there. But yeah, this is why we're going to sit out the market. Well, this is why I'm sitting out the market because we just don't know what's going to happen. And Powell's going to speak in about an hour and a half. So it's going to be risky. So let me just go down the chat real quick. Martin said, what's the strategy for when some of y'all buy and some of y'all sell at the same time? That's called hedging, but we don't do that, Martin. A lot of brokers don't allow you to hedge. It's just too risky. Goldie said, daily entry pending looks tempting. Look the daily entry real quick. Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, Goldie, I guess it was a pending sell, but it hasn't come up yet. I don't know if I would take the sell though. I'd probably wait for the buy. Williams, sorry, change subject. What's your thoughts on MT5? I've never used MT5 before, William, so I can't really say, but I would assume it's better because it's a lot newer compared to this like dinosaur app that we're using here for MT4. So I'm assuming it'd be better. Oh, Joshua. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Joshua's jumpy. Good to know, Joshua. I'm like so far behind in the messages. I'm barely at like 710 in the messages. So I'm scrolling down right now as we go. Alice is D's asking, what is the bias now for US 30? Looking for sells now or waiting for it to go back up? So the bias right now is still bullish. D, looking at the 10-minute, price is still above the pivots. The trend meter is also green. Looking over here on the 3-minute, same situation. Well, no, prices, it's overall above, but it's just bounced around this area. So for the 3-minute, price is technically still it's possibly gonna swing back up. And the trend meter was green, but now it's starting to shift. I wouldn't really base it off the 3-minute. I would base it off the 10-minute here. And lastly, the 1 minute over here, same situation. It was above, but it just shifted down slightly a few minutes ago. So overall, I think it's still pretty bullish. Looking over at the fundamentals, the bias right here is 80. Well, the daily is up 77 points right now, going up to 80. So looking at this here, it still looks pretty bullish to me for the daily. Looking at the stock index, it's still pretty much green right here. There's a few red stocks here, but there's just a couple. Caterpillar's down 2 points. Amgen's down 1 point. IBM is down 1 point. And United Health is down 1 point, but everything else is pretty much green. Visa's up 3 points. Apple's up 2 points, almost 3 points. Honeywell's up 2 points, and Microsoft is up almost 2 points as well. So these still outweigh the red stocks down here. And lastly, looking at the futures data over here, it's also on the bullish side. It's up 102 points for the futures, which expired in September. And lastly, the sentiment over here is still showing retail traders on the short side. So what I can see right here is that what's possibly happening is that they're trying to load up the sells. And then I think once Powell speaks around 9 o'clock, which should be around here, it's just going to spike all the way back up. You're probably going to see a lot of consolidation, a lot of some random movements here. You're going to see a lot of back and forth movement from now until 9. It's going to be a bunch of back and forth movement from now until 9. It might even drop lower. And then once it hits 9, when Powell speaks, he's going to say something like, oh, the US economy is doing great. That's going to shoot all the way up. That's basically what I see. Because every time we follow Powell like every month, and he usually says the same thing. It's something good for the economy. So we'll have to wait and see what happens from there. He's going to be talking about the inflation news. He's going to be talking about, there's a lot of stuff he's going to be talking about during the monetary policy meeting. So just keep that in mind. All right, let me scroll down real quick. Oh, nice, Sabra. So Sabra, looks like you were in that position. Hopefully you close out profit. If you're still in it, it's going to be a risky hold, but it looks like it shot back up for all you guys right there. Let's see. Nice, just saw that right there. Kyle said, "Yo, Shawn, Aaron's having trouble downloading MT4. His computer keeps downloading 5. Is it because he hasn't enrolled in FTMO yet?" No. So here, I'll just show you real quick. I think Aaron might be looking at the wrong page. Here, let me just pull up the MT4 website. All right, so I think this is the problem right here, Kyle. So you see here when you're on the MetaTrader 4 website, I think he has the MetaTrader 5 tab clicked. So when he clicks this, he downloads MetaTrader 5. If he wants MetaTrader 4, click on MetaTrader 4, and then he'll download MetaTrader 4 right there. So Aaron, I don't know if you're on this call, or I'm sure you're still on this call. I think that's what he's doing. He's on the MetaTrader 4 website, but he's on this tab right here. It says MetaTrader 5. Just click on MetaTrader 4 and hit the X right there. That'll give you the MetaTrader 4 download. So that should fix it for you guys. All right, let me scroll down real quick. Nice. Joshua said, I took the 5 minutes and got a 230 pip move back at 800 profit for the day. Nice work. Yeah, exactly, Patricia. It's close to his resistance. That's why I don't really want to mess with it. Over here, Enzo's asking, how can we identify areas of liquidity? The way that I do it is I look at the majority of traders, right? I look at the majority of traders here are for short. So when I see people trading short, I look at the chart and I see if I'm short right here, you just put yourself in their position. If you're short right here, where are you going to place your stop loss, right? So say for example right here, if you're entering right here for a sell, where would you place your stop loss? You place it at the previous swing, right? Which would be right here. And then you probably give it some cushion, right? You just put yourself in the retail trader's shoes. You're probably gonna put it around 200 pips right there, right? So with that said, this would be my area of liquidity. And the reason that it's my area of liquidity is because if price ends up swinging above here, what happens? Your stop loss gets triggered, right? And when your stop loss gets triggered, you're not the only person that put your stop loss there. So it becomes an area of liquidity because their stop losses get triggered and then it shoots up, right? Because it goes on a stop loss hunt. So you just got to reverse engineer these trades. Basically, if the majority is trading in a certain area, you just want to look for where everyone's placing their stop loss. Everyone places their stop loss in the same area. So if you guys are able to identify that, that's how you could identify areas of liquidity. And that's the easiest way to do it for the most part. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Dominus, right? That X6 looks mean, the one that Tommy wants from there. All right, Kyle, see you later. Scroll this real quick. It's still not working. That's so weird. Here, Aaron, I'll download it and then I'll send it to you, and then it should work. So I'll download it and then I'll or I don't know if you want me to send it to you through Telegram or through text. Just message me on one of those, and then I'll download it for you. Then I'll send it over to you so that you can use it for the most part. Rav said my MT4 keeps disconnecting, but my internet's perfect. Trading view's fine. It's been happening for 4 weeks. Generally, that's a broker side issue, Rav. It's been happening to me too before with FTMO. But if it happens during your trade, you can just message FTMO and they'll refund you your trade if you end up losing. So that's pretty much what I would recommend. It's a normal problem for it. All right, cool. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else here. I think that's it for the questions. It's getting close to 8, so I think I'm done for the day. Let me add my profits so I can show you guys, like, I'm pretty much satisfied with what I did for the day, so I'm not really looking to risk anymore. So for the day right here, I locked in a total of 980, and these are all my 5 accounts that I'm trading right now. I have a copier, so it copies all my trades to all my other accounts. So like 980 plus 1070 plus 1015 plus 890.09 plus 1590.09. So for the day, I'm up 5,545 and 18 cents. I'm pretty much I'm happy with this right here. This is pretty much solid for me for the day. The key today is not to get greedy, guys. It's it's a risky to trade with the heavy news. So for the most part, I'm not really inclined to take any unnecessary risk today. So I'm pretty much done trading for the day. I mean, if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram. I'll go over everyone's profits right now. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Let's see. Felix said, what's a commission per lot size for FTMO? Honestly, I don't really know, and it doesn't really matter because I don't focus on those little things. I mean, commission shouldn't matter to you, bro. If you're profiting, the commission that's the fee you pay to use a broker, right? I see a lot of people, they are too worried about too many things. Like, people are worried about spread, they're worried about commission, but bro, if you're not profitable, the commission doesn't even matter because you're going to lose regardless, right? If you're winning all the time, commission is not going to matter. And it's not commission is not high enough to eat into your profits anyways. This is like a big thing that I see with a lot of people. They're so worried about their broker. They're so worried about what the commissions are. Like, you have to pay commissions regardless. So the thing is, I think that should be the least of your concern. Your concern should be winning trades and being profitable, because it's probably like a 10% commission or even less than that, which is nothing, right? So like, if you're trading a one lot, right? If you're trading a one lot to $10 per pip, you multiply it by 10%, you're only paying like a cent or 10 cents per 10 bucks, right? Actually, it's 10 cents. So if you're doing a 10% commission for a $10 per pip, it's $1 or a 10-cent commission. It's not like you're gonna have to pay commission regardless, bro. So what I recommend is, like, don't focus on those little things. A lot of people focus on the things that don't matter, and then they end up getting caught up in that, and they end up not even being profitable at all because they're too focused on trying to save like a penny off a trade, which doesn't really, I mean, it shouldn't really matter to you. You're gonna pay commission regardless. All right, let me see this over here real quick. Deswell said, Shawn, is there a broker I can use to trade US30 for TradingView? I need a licensed broker. Yeah, you can use TradeStation. So TradeStation is one of the main brokers that I would recommend if you want to trade on TradingView, but they do require a big, deposit because they are a regulated broker. So you need a lot more, capital to open an account with them and to trade US30. For US30, they use the actual futures, so it's going to be YM or MYM if you want to trade with them. It's going to cost a little more to trade, but you can trade directly on TradingView. Yeah, Rav said it does happen when I'm in a trade. Worse when I'm in a breakout if it disconnects. Yeah, no, exactly. If you ever have a problem with it, Rav, you can always message FTMO and they'll fix it for you. They've refunded me a couple trades that have happened. I think you followed me like last month or 2 months ago. I lost a trade on accident because it wouldn't let me close, but FTMO refunded me that trade, so it worked out perfectly. Walker said, hey, Shawn, I've started funding talent today and I'm down 169. I'm a bit nervous entering the trades and entered late. Hopefully tomorrow will recover. Yeah, exactly, Walker. You got to just be confident with your trades, right? You did mention that you were nervous and you entered them late. You got to enter on time, because if you enter late, and especially for scalping on like the 1 minute or 3 minute, a few seconds too late is going to be the difference between you winning a trade and losing a trade. If you're too nervous, then I'd probably recommend using a smaller lot size so that you won't be as nervous, and then just increase your lot size as you go. Channelly's asking, which FTMO account you recommend, or does it matter because some are different? I mean, there's only like 2 main accounts for FTMO Channelly. There's the regular account and there's a swing account. There's also aggressive or normal. I would just go with the normal. Aggressive doesn't really matter because you can go with the bigger lot size. I mean, with the bigger account size on normal, and it's the same as the aggressive. So for me, Here, I'll go on the FTMO website. I don't recommend anything under a 50K account because it's kind of pointless. You might as well just trade your own account because your profit split's not going to be as, as crazy as it would if you just traded your own personal account. So what I recommend is, well, I only use 200K. I don't use anything lower than that. I already have two 200K accounts. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend anything lower than 50, and I wouldn't do aggressive because the same. If you look at aggressive here, it's 1,080 euros. If you look at the normal for 200, it's the same price. So you might as well go for the bigger account, so that when you merge these, you'll have you'll have more opportunity to take trades and stuff. So I would just go with the bigger account, and then from there, if you're consistent over the couple months, like I think it's 3 months to 6 months, they'll let you scale your account higher and higher. So I wouldn't go anything below 50. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but you can see right here, if you're making like about 2,000, right, on this 25K, you might as well just trade your own account. Because the thing is, if you're trading, say you're trading like a 0.5 and you're taking a trade with us and you make about 1,000 pips a day, or no, 1,000 pips a day. So 0.5 would be like, it'd be $5 a lot times 500 pips a day, right? If you're taking like the breakout with us every day, you'll make that amount with like a few trades or like even one trade. So it makes more sense for you to just trade your personal if you're trading anything below 50. But I mean, it's really up to you. If you don't feel comfortable with a bigger account, then I recommend, getting comfortable first before you hop into that. But yeah, just use regular account. I don't recommend using the aggressive. All right, other than that, guys, I think that's it for the questions. Let me see if I'm missing anything else here real quick. Nice, Deswell over here. Deswell locked in 1,739. Nice work, Deswell. Great work, bro. Looking at everything else over here. Let's scroll down on here. Mark, thanks for the invite link. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think you're in the prelim still, Mark, right? So you should be fine. Yeah, because Mark was over here. Anyways, let me go over here and look at everyone's profits for the day. So we'll just go for a profit roundup for the rest of the day here. And then I'll just show you guys what everyone else locked in for the day before I log off. And if you guys haven't already, if you guys had some value out of this session or if any of the sessions, go ahead and like the stream so we can find more people that want help with trading, right? I do this completely free on live every morning. So if you guys ever want to sit in, we just want to help out as many people as possible. If we have more questions, I'd be on here answering questions, but we're pretty much done for the day. So I'm just going to go over everyone's profits as we continue on. So Deswell over here locked in 1,739 for the day. Alkin locked in 1,202 for the day. We got Maddie over here 1,369 for the day. We got John over here up about 3,000 for the day. Salorum up 703 for the day. John again 2,138. John again right here on his other account 5,765. Nice work, John. Jay over here 238 for the day. Doesn't matter if you guys have a big account or small account, right? You can go from making 238 a day to 5,765 a day. Tommy over here 7,040 on his funded account. Jay again 287 right there. Cheryl up 12,132. So you guys can see, if you guys have a bigger account, you guys can make more profit. That's why for FTMO, I generally would go with a bigger account if you're comfortable and if you're ready for it. So like Jay made 287 and then Cheryl made 12,000. So big difference right there. Now look at Tommy over here. This dude's trying to get his Lambo already. This dude locked in 8,150 for the day. So I'm going to add that to the thing right here. So looking at this over here, let me go back to the profits over here. Yeah, so we went over Cheryl's over here. We went over Dre. Dre went, he made 159 for the day. Kyle made 851 for the day. Mark over here made 109 for the day. Vincent made 82 for the day. So you guys can see, if you guys have a big account, small account, doesn't matter. You guys can still profit with us regardless. Whether you have a small account like Vincent over here, you made $882 for the day. You have like a small account as well here for Mark, 109 for the day. Or you can have a huge account like Cheryl over here. She has a 200K account. She made 12,000 for the day, right? So it just varies from account to account. Alan locked in about 700 or 1,300 for the day. Nice work, Alan. Ken locked in 327 for the day. Patricia locked in 4,220 for the day. Maddie over here 1,291. Joey over here 959. Joshua up about 300. Isaac over here at 1,467 for the day. Romania 1,669 for the day. These are just from this morning, and you can see these are all different people within K2. These are all different K2 members. Dre 320 for the day. Patrick 670 for the day. Shawn over here 1026 for the day. MA up 7,303 for the day. Brittany up 1,403 for the day. Tommy 5,220. Alkin up 824. Larkin up 1,028 for the day. Sisuk up 3,823. Cheryl again 1,405. This is off her 100K account. So you can see she has different accounts here. She's doing the same thing as I'm doing. She's copying trades to her different accounts, and she's just making profit all around. Angela up about 300 for the day. Sisuk 3,823. Paulo over here 131. Steven 1,501. Sisu again 2,141. Vincent up 63 for the day. And then myself, I got to add my other profits here as well, because I added a little more to it. I'll scroll up a little bit. Patricia again 3,700 right there. Romano 719. Man, I'm losing my breath. So many people here profiting. All right, guys. So that's about it. Those are all the profits for the day so far. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram. If you guys email me, just keep in mind that it's probably gonna take about a day or two for me to respond, because I get about like 200 to 300 emails a day. So it takes me a while for me to get through everyone's emails. So just give it some time if you do email me. But I will get back to you eventually when I get the opportunity. Other than that, hopefully you guys locked in some pretty massive profit for the day, because I'm doing pretty nice. I'm up like, I think 6,000 for the day, and then Tommy's up. What did Tommy just make right now? 8,000 for this one. So definitely great work amongst everyone here. So I'll catch you guys here tomorrow. Be careful if you guys are trading the rest of the day, right? But remember that Powell is speaking in about an hour. So we do have some news today still. Looking at the calendar right here, we have the Canadian news coming up in 10 minutes. It's high impact Canadian news. And we got Powell speaking at 9 o'clock. So you're going to see some pretty crazy movements in the market as we approach those news days. I mean, these news events. And then for that, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. So other than that, one last question. Kenny's asking, how much does a copier that you use? I mean, it depends on how many accounts you want. So the more accounts you want to add to it, the more it's going to cost, Kenny. But I think for one account, it's free. So if you add one account, it's like 60 bucks, I think. Or if you add like 5 accounts, it's 60 bucks. And then if you add like 12 accounts, it's like 120 bucks. It's like $10 an account. So if you want to check that out, just go to socialtradertools.com, and I'm gonna leave you guys with that. So other than that, I'll catch you guys later, and I'll see you guys back for the live session tomorrow morning.